Hello, sports fan. This is Steven here with Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. Not so fast on the NFC South. Before I get right into it, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get right into all of our videos every single time they get out. And you can subscribe. You can hit the ring bell so you can get the notifications every single time it comes out. Without further ado, let's get right into it. A lot of talk that we've been hearing on social media from a lot of NFL sports writers is writing off the NFC South. And you got to keep in mind, pump your brakes before we get started. This is what you need to know. The NFC South is rebuilding, I think, collectively. If we look at the overall grasp of the South, they've taken a couple of hits throughout the years, and they've lost a couple of MVPs, whether it be Tom Brady now retiring, whether it be Matt Ryan along with the Falcons a couple of years now. And you're looking at, Carolina going through his transition and Drew Brees leaving. So you got to think, of course, there's going to be some regression at that point in time. But you got to keep in mind, let's just start in Tampa. Tampa has Baker Mayfield as a quarterback. You don't know what they're exactly building, but they're rebuilding. You don't know at what point if they're going to extend Baker long term. You don't know if he's going to be their quarterback of the future, but you know that they're giving him a fresh start. He's probably going to win the starting job and make them competitive. I'm not saying they're going to be perfect, but they're going to give people a challenge throughout that NFL season. Keep in mind, playing in that Buck Stadium is tough because of the heat, because depending on when you catch them, that could be tough for somebody coming that's not a South type team that doesn't play in that kind of humidity in Florida. That's going to be an advantage for them. You scoot over and you look at New Orleans. With Derek Carr now as their quarterback, they've made moves in the offseason to get things. They kept Michael Thomas. If he could be healthy and add to this offense with Alvin Kamara and company, they've made big free agent acquisitions. So you got to think their running game is going to be more pressed into the game plan. And I think that they're going to move a little sturdier into the season. I think that you're going to see a lot more defensive plays from them. You got Cam Jordan still over there. You do have playmakers on the defensive side of the ball for the Saints. So a little good coaching goes a long way. If Derek Carr can keep them in the middle of the road, they're a playoff team. Essentially, they could possibly win the NFC South. They're the favorites right now to win the South. You take a road trip over to the to right. You look at the Atlanta Falcons with Desmond Ridder as the quarterback for this team. They have different playmakers in place. They did draft Bijan from Texas. You look at them still having essentially one of the best young tight ends in the NFL, and what he's been able to do so far in his career. You look at the wide receiver kid from USC. You got a lot of different pieces to the puzzle on the Atlanta Falcons side. You look at them bringing in Calais Campbell. They still have essentially Cordero Patterson. They have a lot of different running backs. They have a lot of different pieces that they're building. So offensively, they may take a bigger push. They may take a bigger push to move, the offensive ball. They're a downhill team. Coach Arthur likes to run the football, so they're probably going to be a run-first team. Yes, passing is going to be available, but they will do that. You're also looking from the standpoint Carolina. Carolina essentially is not your number one overall pick team. They traded up to that spot, so they're a lot better than what the number one team, the Chicago Bears, were as far as getting that pick. So their team defensively is ahead of where they need to be. You're looking at they have different playmakers on defense. They brought in Alan Thielen. They brought in different veterans. So you're looking at Bryce Young. He's not coming into caca. He's not coming in to poop. So essentially, he's coming into a stable franchise that's okay. They've got a quarterback whisperer. Okay, cool. I'm thinking, okay, now you do have some type of support. This is the guy that they wanted. They're going to plan the offense around him. They're going to plan it around his skill set, and you're going to see what he can do best. And essentially, this offense is going to be the run-first offense, too. So you got to think, they're not going to have that kid throwing 40 times a game. Bryce Young is not throwing 40 times a game. They're going to put him in situations where he's comfortable. They're going to put a lot of screens in. They're going to put a lot of quarterback protection in. And you're going to think, 2 tight end sets. They're going to be able to take on a lot of different defenses in Carolina. So not so fast. Don't dismiss this NFC South just yet. I'm not saying the team that comes out of here is going to win the Super Bowl, but I'm saying the team that comes out of this division could very well win a playoff game. And that could be defeating somebody that you think that, they're going to walk all over the Falcons. They're going to walk all over the Panthers. They're going to walk all over the Saints or the Bucks. And end up, boop, 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 losing to all 4 of those teams. So the NFC South is still alive. Don't give up on them yet. All you NFC South fans, get in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus for all the breakdowns and other updates. And we'll see you on the next video.